everyone. Today I wanted to give you a tour of the Costco Yardistry greenhouse that my husband so graciously put together for me this past weekend. I have wanted a greenhouse for a really long time, and being a member of Costco and seeing it on the floor a few months ago, I knew that this one would be a great choice. So it is about 7.5 feet long, 6.5 feet wide, and about 7.5 feet tall. It's constructed of cedar and polycarbonate panels. And I must say, for less than $1,500, it feels really high quality. The wood feels really nice. It's all smoothly sanded and treated. So let's go ahead and show you inside. So here inside you can see one side of it does not have shelves, but the other two sides have this nice big wraparound shelving. And then there's also this smaller shelf that goes around the top. Another neat thing is that it has this ventilation flap, and it comes with a certain kind of hinge that's actually temperature activated. So once it reaches a certain temperature, something about it expands, and depending on how hot it is, that will determine how wide open this ventilation flap goes. So when it's really hot, like in the 90s or above, the flap is all the way open. It's in the 70s right now, and it looks like it hasn't started venting yet. So somewhere in between the 70s and the 80s it starts venting. So it has that ventilation. It also has a lower ventilation that comes with mesh on the other side to make sure bugs don't come in. But so there's that. Looking at the door, it comes with a slow close hinge, which is great. And there are also these little eye hooks that come with the hardware as well. And so I may hang some pots or something, maybe some strawberries, and see what I can do with that. For flooring, we put down a heavy layer of weed fabric, and then sand, and then this nice river rock. For a foundation, my husband laid 4x4 posts and made sure they were level. He had to dig down a little bit to make that happen, and pre-drilled holes for some rebar and pounded the rebar in at an angle, and then screwed the greenhouse to the 4x4 posts. We live in a really windy area, so I don't know if this would be necessary everywhere, but for here, definitely want to make sure our greenhouse doesn't blow away. In terms of placing our greenhouse with sun in mind, we actually put it under some tree coverage because I live in a really hot summer area. We've had like 100-degree temperatures for the last 2 weeks. So this way, in the summer, when it's really hot, the greenhouse gets a lot of shade, but in the fall and the winter and the early spring, when there aren't leaves on the trees, this will get a lot of sun south facing the door. So we should get really great sun and heat when it counts. So overall, I'm super pleased with this greenhouse. I think it's a great quality for the $1,500 that Costco has it listed as. It seems to be a much better option than a lot of things out there if you're looking to purchase things online. I will say, if you are considering purchasing this, keep in mind that Costco will deliver it to your house, which is awesome, but it comes in 2 very heavy, very big boxes. And most of the pieces for the greenhouse are broken down into pretty small sizes. So my husband, who is very experienced with carpentry, super adequate in his knowledge of how to put things together, by himself, it took him probably over 15 hours. He needed an impact driver, and if you're not experienced with putting things together, this might be a challenge. It comes with good directions, but I definitely would encourage you to have somebody else help you. You're probably going to need a ladder. So definitely it's going to be a time investment to put it together. The windows, for instance, you have to put water sealant tape all the way around it. They give you caulking and a caulking gun, which you then have to seal every single panel as well. So it's definitely an adventure putting it together. It's not just something you could probably do in an afternoon. It took my husband all weekend. So if you enjoy that kind of stuff, I think this is a great option. All in all, I really love this greenhouse. I'm so excited to be able to seed start in here. That's my main motivation for getting it. It's also great storage, can get all my gardening stuff out of the garage. And really, I think it's great lighting in here. So I'll probably try to do more videos in here. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and if you'd like to be updated on what I end up using the greenhouse for and how it works out. Please give me a follow if you aren't following me already. Have a great day and happy gardening.